Namaste everyone. Welcome to Dharma podcast. Today we're going to talk to Sandeep Balakrishna about the movie that has made waves, the movie Dhurandhar. Beyond the usual accolades of cast, background score, what it perhaps signifies is a changing psyche of the country and also perhaps marks an inflection point in terms of movie making and storytelling. So we'll get into these facets of Sandeep Balakrishna. Thank you all for joining Dharma podcast. Do stay with us as we continue the conversation. Hello, Sandeep.
Hi, Parag.
So, you, like many others, I'm sure have watched the movie Dhurandhar. And I think it's lived up to all its hype, 550 crores and counting when I last checked. And there are various takes doing the rounds on this movie. What do you think this movie signifies in terms of what do you think, what has this movie done that has not been done before?
Yeah, to sum up the conversation around Dhurandhar, but just to give a context, we are having this discussion about Dhurandhar 2 weeks after the movie has been released. I think it was released on December 5th or 6th. So, tell me which was the last film in the last, say, 5 or 6 years that even had a run beyond 3 days, right? So, not just run. Like you said, it is making phenomenal collections at the box office. It's literally overwhelmed the box office. But beyond just these commercial considerations and the run period and the rest of it, Dhurandhar is actually a phenomenon. It is an unwitting phenomenon. What Aditya Dhar, its director and scriptwriter and the rest of the things, what Dhurandhar's maker set out to do was to make an engaging movie. But it has unwittingly become something like a phenomenon, which has multiple dimensions even as we speak. The conversations around a movie have been going on in a sustained fashion, and this podcast episode itself is one of the proofs of it. Every other day, especially on YouTube and even in social media, every other post is about Dhurandhar. People are literally dissecting it. Taking out its intestines and heart and lungs and brains, and putting it on the table and analyzing. And everybody and his uncle have become overnight experts in espionage. So this is when was the last time any movie did this in recent memory? Even in the last 20 years, I don't think any movie had this kind of an impact.
It's captured the imagination.
Absolutely. And in a huge way. I think the best proof of why Dhurandhar has become a phenomenon is the manner in which all 6 Gulf countries have unanimously banned it. Forget Pakistan. So that is a big revelation of this movie. And most of these Gulf countries are on friendly terms with India. And yet the fact that and most of them pretend as if they don't like Pakistan. Some of them don't actually like Pakistan. But then the fact that they've found it necessary to ban Dhurandhar, which is basically a movie showing the grim reality of this hellhole called Pakistan. The fact that they found it necessary to ban it in their own countries shows and proves only one thing, that Ummah is greater than friendship. Right? So there goes your fond notions of diplomacy with all these. They are all God-forsaken countries, but for their oil wealth, nothing beyond that. Yeah, you had a question.
Yeah. So while, like you rightly said, these countries have good relations with India diplomatically, but the provocation to ban would be what? So that the reality of this hellhole is not seen by their population?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. There is no other way. No. But it is also, there is some historical context to it. For the longest time, as long as India was weak and trying to placate terrorists and jihadis like Yasir Arafat, during that Congress era, where India was hopelessly weak and, divided, it was one of the beggars of the world. During that time, Pakistan was at an all-time high as far as its alleged diplomacy was concerned, it projected itself to these Gulf countries as the savior of Islam, as a guardian of Islam in the subcontinent.
And this
So how the tide has turned now. So it has all these contexts. It is not just in, you can't look at these things in isolation. All right. So at any rate, in the Ummah, only the Ummah matters. It is the universal Islamic brotherhood.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. Between them, it is a dog-eat-dog fight. But they look at the way they have closed ranks. Over what? Just one movie, a fictional film, should rattle them so much that they have to ban it before watching it. And
so therefore, it begs the question whether it is fictional at all.
So, I mean, the disclaimer in the movie says that this film is based on incredible true events. So, how the director has skillfully woven all these real events, and we'll come to that, is also the reason for its enormous success. But Dhurandhar's success goes just beyond money and acclaim. Like I said, it represents a phenomenon, a cultural phenomenon. I think this movie marks a rather visible line between the old guard of Bollywood and the emerging guard of Bollywood.
Well said.
So the same director also made Uri. He made Article 370. I think he also made Baramulla.
All very, very well crafted films.
Very well crafted. He has a gift for doing some really engaging storytelling. He knows his subject. He develops them really well and presents them in a phenomenal way on screen. Hats off to Aditya Dhar. So plus it is unapologetic.
Exactly.
All these movies from Uri till Dhurandhar, they are all unapologetic. They represent the real projection of strength. The Americans, Hollywood, vintage Hollywood used to do this very well. There's this crappy movie called Independence Day, if you remember.
Absolutely.
Lavish budget.
Yeah.
So alien attacks and all that. So America, what is the underlying message of the movie? America is shown as the savior of the earth.
How many movies we've been subjected to? America
saves
the world.
Only America saves the world, as if there's no other goddamn country on this earth.
Correct.
So this kind of projection, this man has got conviction, sir.
Yeah,
there is no beating around the bush. There is no nonsense like, this whole... People in Pakistan are also people like us. This kind of Aman ki Asha nonsense. And he's given it back in the movie.
Yes.
There is a dialogue by some diplomat who basically is an advocate of this Aman ki Asha tamasha.
I think that was the representation of Dulat.
Is Dulat.
And he's been exposed anyway.
His name is some Bullar or something.
Bullar, but it's actually his whole getup.
He's Dulat only. I mean, look, like I said, he makes no apologies.
Yeah, exactly.
Based on real events, yes, but the trick in any fiction based on real events is to bring in those elements, fictionalize them so that enough of reality is there. But the story is told in such a way that you can automatically connect the dots. That is where the layering comes in. And, this is one of a kind. All right, many people have compared Dhurandhar to another movie called Sarfarosh. Most people loved it. I'm sure even you loved it.
At that time, yes.
At that time, but actually it is a very perfidious movie.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have to dissect it, we'll maybe do a separate episode on that. Sarfarosh is also one of those ultra-secular movies, but it is the craft is so beautiful. The storytelling is so appealing that it hides this deception. Dhurandhar does nothing of the sort.
Yeah.
Nothing
like
of the
you
sort.
said, unapologetic.
Nothing of, and in Dhurandhar, for the first time, rather, Dhurandhar is the first movie in all of Indian cinema to show, clearly, unambiguously show, that Pakistan is basically a theocratic state masquerading as a democracy. As simple as that. It is tribalism when they show that, thing in Layari. I mean, the gore is, I'm very old-fashioned, old school. I couldn't take the gory
Yeah,
scenes,
it
the
was. It was
brutality,
too
savagery
much
is
gore.
just
Yeah.
too much to take actually.
But I believe all those documented truths about Larry are as brutal as they're shown.
They are.
Or perhaps more.
So it is tribalism. It is medieval tribalism, except that this tribalism has acquired deadly new weapons. Uzis and guns and sophisticated weapons. But the tribalism, when push comes to shove, what does Akshay Khanna do? He takes that weight, right? And how he literally smashes his head open.
Yeah,
his
absolutely.
illegitimate father's head open.
Yeah.
The brutality, gore is just too much to take actually. And he's shown it, he's infused it as part of the narrative. It doesn't linger.
Yeah. It moves on.
Thankfully, it moves on from that. So that is the other thing, the reality of a theocratic state. And I'm reminded of what V.S. Naipaul wrote. Everybody should read his classic two works, Among the Believers and Beyond Belief. He says that the new state was not created as a political state, but it was meant to create believers. So the state and its politics had no rules because it was not meant to create a nation state.
Yeah, exactly. That was never the objective.
That was never the objective. So it is a theocracy. Dog eat dog, literally. So how many betrayals, sir? Every other scene, somebody or the other is betraying somebody or the other. A friend.
Yeah.
Associate.
Within the Ummah.
Within the Ummah. Within Lahiri itself.
Within Lahiri itself.
Right. Nobody shown the reality of Pakistan as well and as spectacularly as this movie has done. But from a storytelling, from an aesthetic perspective, what is incorrectly known as reviews, if you have to do the correct term for analyzing any movie or any work of art, is aesthetic appreciation, not just a review. From that perspective, Pakistan itself is one of the central characters of the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. It is the character.
It is the character. So you look at this. On one side there is Pakistan. One side there are Indians who act as fifth columnists, supporters, puppets of Pakistan. So that is not brought out through incidents. It is brought out through dialogue. That is some real brilliant writing.
Absolutely.
Is what I must say. Right from the scene of the Kandahar airport hijack, I mean, both of us are old enough to have lived in that era.
Yeah, we've seen it. Jaswant Singh and Dowal actually being there.
See, and whose government was in power? NDA, led by BJP.
Yeah.
So you had Mr. Vajpayee as the Prime Minister. And cut to that era, see, from 99 to 2025, how many years have passed? 27 years have passed. 27, 28 years have passed. So you have 1.5 generations that have no clue of what India was back then. 99, Kandahar hijacking. 2001, Parliament attack. Meaning, like I keep saying, India is the only country in the world that has the maximum number of traitors per square foot.
Absolutely. And I think this also, you said it beautifully, is called out in the movie.
Exactly.
Khatra
andar hai. Pakistan enemy number 2 hai.
Yeah.
Right. So, Pakistan's real strength for the ever since it was created, it was carved out of India.
Is the traitors within here?
It is the traitors within India. It is not the so-called ISI or its so-called army of Islamic warriors or, the other strength projection that it keeps doing. They derive their strength from traitors in the highest rungs of power in India. What do you mean a sitting minister and his son are giving away templates of currency printing notes to the same company which also prints Pakistan's currency notes?
Yeah, Delarue. And I believe when the investigation happened, intelligence raided 70 odd banks and they were shocked to see then Chidambaram was replaced by Pranab Mukherjee.
Correct.
But eventually the same secretary came back and he again reinstated the firm back. Removing it from the blacklist.
That other secretary, I think his name was
Mayaram.
Mayaram comes from the Congress ecosystem.
Yeah.
With close links. And that fellow was also seen in Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Todo Yatra, no?
Yeah.
Same fellow.
Yeah, correct. That's what I also read
So
somewhere.
if you have such kind of people at the highest rungs of power, this is what will happen.
It actually, it's so glad that this has come out. It is a very
Exactly.
lesser known fact.
Yeah, exactly. And while on the face of it, the parliament attacks of 2001 were committed by Pakistani terrorists. Who are their enablers, sir? That they could so easily, storm into the compound in the premises of Indian Parliament.
Nothing less.
They were stopped outside, thankfully. Within the campus, they were stopped. Imagine if they had gotten access inside like they did in Taj.
Which is what they planned to.
Exactly.
That lady who shown us falling to the sale of bullets, who recognizes something as a miss, it was her death anniversary now recently. I think these guys paid tribute.
Oh, God bless her. God bless her.
Something. I can't remember
God
her name
bless
fully.
her. But so showing all the which was the last film that showed these things? Yeah?
None.
Right. There's some crappy web series made about this this parliament attack as the subject itself, but they all hover around the periphery. They put up one smart and courageous daredevil IB officer or raw officer who uncovers these attackers and punishes their handlers or something. But these realities, the political realities, their Indian enablers were not shown at all.
Yes.
This movie does it. Which is why the maximum outrage to this movie has come from India.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Some
have backtracked now.
It has come from a specific section.
Yeah.
Those who call themselves film reviewers, right? All these jokers like Anupama Chopra and all that.
Absolutely.
They are all firmly embedded in that ecosystem.
You had something nice to say about this lady. I remember.
Who?
In one of your tweets recently. Anyway,
oh yeah, look, it is because of people like Anupama Chopra and those fellows that they come from this entrenched ecosystem, Bollywood ecosystem that loves Pakistan. Like I said, they are Pakistan's great strengths.
Assets,
without meaning to be assets. When she says that it is what is it called?
High-end testosterone movie.
High-end testosterone and
jingoism.
Brazen anti-Pakistan, inflammatory Pakistan bashing.
What is inflammatory? What is inflammatory?
What is inflammatory?
They were attacking us.
What is inflammatory? So if you call out Pakistan for their Kargil war, if you call them out for their 26/11 war on Indian soil, it's inflammatory. How?
Exactly.
In which world?
Exactly.
What kind of vocabulary is this?
This is the problem, no?
Her own husband made 2 movies on Kashmir. First one is Mission Kashmir.
Yeah.
Second one is, I forget the name of the movie, but it deservedly flopped. In that screening, that fellow has the gall and the gumption, the arrogance to belittle the suffering of a Kashmiri Pandit who questioned this one-sided depiction of
that video.
of the tragedy.
It's there in the public domain. Yes, I know.
Ah, she is his wife.
Yeah, I know. Anupama Chopra is his wife.
Yeah,
second or third wife.
She also comes from a filmy family, okay? Her maiden name is Anupama Chandra.
Okay.
She is the sister of a guy called Vikram Chandra.
Oh, the NDTV guy. The erstwhile NDTV.
No. The novelist Vikram Chandra.
Oh, okay.
Novelist Vikram Chandra, who is also the author, I think, of Sacred Games. It's a fat novel.
That is Vikram. Okay.
It is Vikram Chandra.
Okay.
Sacred Games. So they come from this ecosystem. It is par for the course for them.
Absolutely. That's how they earn their bread, no?
Yeah. So nobody asked you to write. You call yourself a what is it called? Film Critics Guild. So we can form a PS guild, no? Parag and Sandeep guild. You become the chairman, I'll become the treasurer, secretary or something.
A press notification.
And then we'll issue a press notification. So this is a leftist playbook. Yeah. They'll have these many alphabet-based organizations, Editors Guild, Film Critics Guild, Film Reviewers Guild, this society, that whatever.
And the media will amplify it as a major body.
Because all those people in the media who amplify that will also be members of one of those alphabet soup organizations.
Alphabet soup, yeah.
This is playbook from long. It dates back to the founding of the Communist Party of India. and they pretend that their voice is somehow representing the public opinion and things like
and
that.
they got away because there was no social media.
They got away because there was no internet.
Exactly.
The internet was the initial wrecking ball that shattered their monopoly.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So you have these intimidating and dignified sounding Editors Guild of India, Press Council of India.
Yeah, and well, growing up, we really thought there were some serious bodies.
Yeah. It doesn't mean anything. They were sustained by a Congress ecosystem which wanted their support for political survival. As simple as that. These fellows have no standing. They mean nothing. Who asked you to review, boss? Was it to review? How many of these jokers who reviewed the movie that what's her name? Arfa Kannum Biryani. What's her name?
Something like that.
Whatever. I mean, she's going
Biryani
hysterical.
Sounds better.
So she's going hysterical almost every second, man.
Yeah.
What is these fellows in the name of reviews say nothing about the movie or its content at all? Pakistan bashing, testosterone. You need testosterone. Testosterone builds civilizations. Estrogen nurtures them. These fellows want our soldiers to be weak, cowardly, submissive, pacifist. That's what they want them. They want men to become cucks and sissies. You need more testosterone, not less of it.
No, and the larger disease that has plagued the secular India, so to speak, was where is the mystery? This is an enemy state. 3 known wars, unknown covert wars and overt wars. So, modern history has not had this.
It's not had.
It is an enemy state. So, where is the question of bashing an enemy state?
Exactly. You call Pakistan a democracy. All these jokers, they call Pakistan a democracy. What does Pakistan call itself in its constitution? It defines itself as the Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Absolutely. Theocratic state, absolutely.
As simple as that. Quran and Sharia are greater than their written constitution.
Absolutely. And they supersede every time.
So you replace Quran with Bhagavad Gita here. See what happens.
True.
Right?
Yes.
You call Bhagavad Gita as a give it a higher importance over the Constitution of India. See what happens.
Yeah. The same guy's 5th columnist will be out.
Right? See, they are creating a ruckus for introducing Bhagavad Gita in school textbooks.
Actually, I mean, I think this has been said before by many, but the kind of films, all the ones you named, Article 370, Uri, and even this one, Dhurandhar, I think a lot of that goes to the atmosphere available after 2014.
Absolutely. But you see, it has been almost 12 years since 2014, and it is only in the last 6 or 7 years that movies, really well-made movies, which are unafraid to show the reality, which are also engaging stories.
Yeah, both.
It has taken so long to come. Chava, for example.
Yes.
And to a lesser extent, Tanaji. It has meaning, look at their grip over the medium, over the so-called cinema entertainment industry.
Yeah, the cabal.
And it is a sustained grip that also ensured that genuine talent on this side was never allowed to grow.
And like you said, the internet was
if there was any talent, it had to dance to the tunes of these jokers.
Yeah, and like you said, the internet was a wrecking ball.
Yes.
I think similarly, while OTT is a function of the internet, OTT has been the wrecking ball of the entire Bollywood cabal. Because all talent, which otherwise was not being able to make it to the big screen, has found its way via OTT. Brilliant writing. Forget the woke nonsense. Brilliant talent. Actors, directors, everybody. This also is all an outcome of that. OTT has really played a big...
yes and no. I wouldn't place so much of credence on OTT. Yes, there is talent and there have been some admirable web series and movies made only for OTT. But even there, the stranglehold of the woke is very strong. The guys who have the big budgets are these Dharma production type of people who still have a good, they still dominate OTT.
Fair.
So that playground still needs a lot of cleanup. And OTT is a global game, dictated by foreigners. essentially. So that is a different subject. It's a different playground altogether. But yeah, uh, ultimately money talks. So movies like Uri, even Baramulla, they've been acquired by Netflix because they've been so commercially successful. So money, yes, it always talks. But then for new entrants uh, who aspire to make movies on these themes, I don't think uh, they will be allowed. They can't even get their foot in the door. So that is a challenge. As far as OTT is concerned, there are severe obstacles. So yeah, so coming back to
Dhurandhar.
Dhurandhar, uh, it has sparked not only conversations and mark my words, this conversation around Dhurandhar will continue for at least one more month. It won't stop. People like Shobha De
Yeah. She went out on a limb to give out a
to give out
video review and all that.
a very positive, glowing review. Without of course, even she was being ticking all the check boxes of Hindu, Muslim, and anti-Pakistan, very navigating her way very carefully, very shrewdly, very wily lady. Shobha Desh. Initially, incidentally, she is the journalistic mentor of a guy called Salil Tripathi.
No.
That's no one small wonder that he's turned out like that. So anyway, so people like that are coming out now. So this is how you shift the narrative. If Dhurandhar, uh, in its finesse, in its impactful storytelling, if it had fallen short by even 50%, I don't think it would have made such a huge impact. So look at these reviewers, Parag, that they saw its potential when its trailer went viral. Remember? Remember, that is when they started their mischief. At any cost, they wanted to tarnish it, maybe damage its prospects of commercial success. Remember? That's how they're always their ears and eyes are
yes.
always open
You got to give it
this
to
kind
them.
of thing. Yeah.
I mean, perhaps the wrong time to bring the analogy, but the likes of Ahmed Patel and others saw the damage Modi can cause 20 years later, way back when he was a nobody.
Way back in
and they
2002.
targeted him since then.
Yeah.
And they targeted. So you got to give it to them. They can sense.
They can sense this.
Sense potential danger.
Because see, they always think politically, and they have no rules by which to play the game. There are no proper defined rules of engagement. They will make up the rules as they go along.
Whatever suits the playground.
Whatever suits the moment. That is why you will never see a leftist or a woke or those jokers engage with you in a one-to-one logical debate on any issue. They have talking points, slogans, and pre-decided scripts. And they have not been used to having their script snatched away from them. This is also the why it's causing so much of heartburn and burn in other places. So so that's how it is. But I'm happy that they have exposed themselves.
Yeah, they come out of the woodwork.
In the name of a review, they have literally exposed themselves. What is the profoundest thing that Anupama Chopra said in her alleged review? And the fact that she had to back down and turn off her review as private, I think it's revealing by itself.
I think when an idea captures the imagination of the country, you have to bow down. I mean, you have to
have
back
to
off.
bow
Or you
down.
have to back off.
Back
whatever.
off or shut up.
Shut up.
Remain silent. Nobody has to open your mouth and prove what a fool you are.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when caught with your pants down, when caught stealing, play victim.
Yeah, the usual playbook.
The usual
victim
nonsense.
card.
Oh, I'm getting so much hate, so much hatred is coming my way, and this and that and all that. This too shall pass. Let us find safe spaces and hold each other's hands and cry. It is not a sign of weakness to shed tears. This too shall pass. This kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
So this is the whole point. They hate India to be strong.
It stems from that, right?
As simple as that. Anything that goes to make India strong. They have to pull it down. They have to attack it. They have to demonize it. They have to demean it.
And the only reason they're doing it because they're serving the agenda of somebody else.
Obviously, they are on the payroll, no?
Yeah, exactly.
They're on the payroll. Look at half of Bollywood, no? Like we did a initial series.
Yes.
I think we have to continue that.
Yeah.
What are the origins of Bollywood? Pakistan love has been there from day one.
Yeah, it has been indoctrinated there.
Day one. All this Kapoor Khandan and whatever passes off as legend Raj Kapoor, legend Prithviraj Kapoor, all those fellows, with due respect to their cinematic craft and their performance skill and all that, they still say that we have an abiding nostalgia and love for Peshawar, which is where they came from, Purushapura. They don't even know its original name, Purushapura. So I'd written a long form essay about 2-3 years ago that fighting over wheat, people are killing each other in Pakistan for one bori of wheat. This is exactly what happens when Dharma is destroyed in any part of the world.
No, well called out. Yeah.
Hai ki nahi? That's all it is. There is no Dharma. What is Layari showing?
Dog
He
eat
said,
dog world.
Dog eat dog world. They're worse than cannibals. There are no rules, no decency, treachery, violence, bloodshed.
Anything goes.
So there's one scene, I think that hilarious character played by Bedi.
Rakesh Bedi.
Rakesh Bedi. So, but you see, taking him as a comedic villain. That's
Yeah,
what he
for
is.
his past, taking him with that slimy politician. Again, brilliant casting.
Right, brilliant casting. He's a ruthless man
Yeah.
who has no scruples about anything, anybody.
As long as it meets his political
How
objectives.
does he talk about his own daughter
Yeah.
when he meets Ranveer Kapoor?
Yeah.
Ranveer Singh, sorry. What is the language he uses about his own daughter? Londiya ko, what is that? 19 saal ki Londiya ko pataliya something, no?
Correct, correct. Tum tees ke
Which
ho
father uses this language with his own daughter? Instead of pulling, if he was a responsible dad, he would have pulled her out, taken his daughter back and to his home. What does it show? This man has done his research way back in 2010 or 12. I remember reading a long form investigative journalism essay by an American journalist who traveled to the elite clubs in Pakistan, in Karachi, in I think in Lahore and even in Islamabad and even in Rawalpindi. These were essentially underground nightclubs. They were dens of sin and vice. Everything available. Drugs, alcohol, promiscuous sex, whatever happens in elite nightclubs in Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi. Same scene, even in US. Same scene was replicated in Pakistan. Who were the youngsters taking part in these underground party scenes?
Politicians and army.
Children of politicians and army guys and
affluent.
businessmen. Affluent. Cream of Pakistan society. Land of the pure, Pak. So he, through that that girl's character, he has shown that reality in elite circles of Pakistan.
Yeah, very well brought out.
Right. So at every stage, there is no decency, there is no lasting friendship, there is no faith in anybody. There is nothing called, genuine in any relationship.
Actually, everything is shifting.
Right. So what the movie tries to convey through Ranveer Singh's character is this. There is no love in war in Pakistan. Rakesh Bedi's daughter, he traps her romantically, no? That is also part of his mission.
Correct.
There is no ishq, there is no Muhammad, there is no nothing there. He is very, very clear. The other coup is casting Madhavan as Ajit Doval. I mean, that's a piece of sheer brilliance. Quite amazing. And that also gets these so-called reviewers in a twist. Because how dare they show someone like Ajit Doval like that? How dare they make him say that, let us have patience, we will get a...
Someday we will get
a government which will take the necessary steps.
Which cares for the country.
Yeah. So you see treachery again, fifth columnist. So they hate strength. Why do they hate? Why do they hate strength? Because Nehru hated strength. It all comes down from that.
No, and it puts them out of business,
It
right?
puts them out of business. That also.
So there are two other things I like to touch upon with you. One is, I think, playing the actual recording of the handlers while the 26/11 attack was happening.
Aapke
I
muh
thought
mein
it
ghee
was
shakkar.
outstanding work.
It was a
I think
coup.
it's never been played in the public domain.
It was a coup, sir. It was a coup.
Outstanding.
I think that is perhaps the most disturbing scene in the whole movie.
Yes, and that is what changes things.
You
the
know,
direction
Arjun
of-
Rampal is a ISI chief.
not chief,
and-
major.
Major.
Hmm.
So he's a major. They are celebrating the dismemberment of Kafirs. 26/11.
Yeah.
Ajmal Kasab and the rest of the guys. Along with two mullahs. You see, these mullahs, this so-called clergy, is the actual foundation that keeps Pakistan well oiled. It provides human weapons for their unending jihad against India. They are celebrating, they are chanting religious slogans.
And education is nothing but indoctrination.
That's
I mean,
all
we know
it
that.
is.
We know that.
That's all it is. That's all it
But
is.
I think it is so important, like you said, 1.5 generations or 2 generations have passed.
Yeah.
That to hear those recordings and
Exactly.
how the recordings were being helped, were helping the enemies
On the ground, sir.
on the ground.
And not to mention the live TV footage by
exactly.
the then epitome of journalism.
Washma Bhatt. You got that ding?
Bashma but Barkadat.
Yeah. Amazingly well done.
Barkadat. Na?
Amazingly well done.
So, I mean, these people had, they had almost unlimited power in those days. Barkadat and that whole NDTV gang, especially NDTV gang.
Yeah. Access to the
Incredible, yeah.
Rashtrapati Bhavan.
They used it as a resort, as a party venue, sir.
You called it out in one of our episodes.
Yeah. They used it as a party venue. Imagine what does that kind of power do to you?
Yeah, there is infiltration at the highest
levels. So she is on the TV, the live broadcast of these things, and she has the gall to send legal notices.
Oh, she did in this case?
Yeah,
okay.
a guy called a poor blogger sitting somewhere in Netherlands,
correct.
Chaitanya Kunte.
Yeah.
She
I
said
thought after this
intimidation.
Yeah, I remember this.
And I think they showed her picture in Dhurandhar, I think.
Oh, they did?
Holding the camera. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, hats off. That ubiquitous red screen. Phenomenal. That is a coup.
It is so important. These were never so publicly available.
Exactly.
And now it has reached the masses.
No, the point is showing this kind of real-time footage in a movie takes something.
No, and the credibility comes from the actual recording of the
Actual
handlers.
recording, yeah.
Which the
Both
Indian
audio
agencies-
and the transcript.
Yeah, the audio. That's what I'm talking about.
Audio
The
and the
audio was what the
transcript.
intel agencies, intercepted and peers.
Correct.
And they played that on the screen while the visuals were happening. I think that was
This
outstanding.
man has gone to some real lengths. The research is impeccable. And how is put all this together? Hats off, Mr. Adityadar. Really hats off.
Yeah,
to him.
and some credit I think goes to Aditya Raj Kaul, who was
Yeah.
given
The
credit.
whole team. The whole team, actually. So, that is how it is. That's very, very disturbing. That scene, I couldn't get it out of my mind. And when I don't... Who used the word prostitutes? I think Mr. Modi used it back in 2014, or who used that word?
I can't remember.
Or news traders.
Yeah.
That's
News
what these-
traders is Modi. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Modi.
So that's what these people were.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on the subject of this lady, Barkadat, there is a 2004 movie called Lakshya,
Yes, I've seen it.
directed by Farhan Akhtar. Okay, I think its script was by Javed Akhtar. There, how is an elite Delhi family shown? The protagonist is Hrithik Roshan. His mother is your typical Lutyens Delhi socialite. Her claim to intellectualism, her social circle. In one scene, she says that मैं इंडिया इंटरनेशनल सेंटर जा रही हूँ खाना उधर ही खाती हूँ or something like that. So these subtle things that they slip in, no. India International Center is one of the hubs, has been one of the hubs of this Lutyens circuit. Right across the road or down the road, Lodi Road, was the official bungalow of the former Rajya Sabha MP, Shri Javed Akhtar. And who is shown as the epitome of courageous, honest journalism in that movie? The character of Barkadat, played by Preeti Zinta.
Yeah.
So this is ecosystem.
As misleading as you can get.
This is ecosystem.
Dhurandhar is a complete 180-degree shift.
So that is what I said. Dhurandhar marks the line that clearly divides and demarcates old Bollywood, which had invisible deep links with Lutyens Delhi, and the new India. It is also the herald. With this movie especially, I think a new era in Bollywood has arrived.
And the other aspect of the movie, one was the playing the audio of the handlers during the 26th attack. The other was the demonetization part. I've seen young people in my apartment talk about this because the demonetization is a lived memory for even the younger ones.
Yeah.
But the security aspect of it and what it meant and why it was done, I think another masterstroke.
Exactly.
The whole Khillani brothers, these names are not so commonplace. Now people are talking about it. There are threads floating around on the whole Khillani brothers.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. No, Dhurandhar has become a phenomenon because of this. Everybody wants a piece of the action, and they are digging up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
he triggered all of that.
Because he says it is based on incredible event. He has taken some real names. No, that guy Rahman Dakat is a real guy.
Yeah, all of them.
Most of them are real guys.
Uzair, Rahman, all of them. All real guys.
Right, except Zardari, Bhutto's husband. He's changed his name, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, likewise for Doar and likewise for Jaswant Singh.
It's very clear. And the reaction of the audience in the theatre.
That is the ultimate
barometer. They're hooting and, everybody is exchanging notes. Nahi yaar, ye nahi tha, ye wo tha.
So it has brought out that whole psyche. Exactly. And demonetization, I think, explained why it broke the back of Pakistan FICA network.
Exactly.
The fake Indian currency network.
Exactly. And how he also explains how Pakistan could effortlessly introduce counterfeit currency in India. Uttar Pradesh network, the Nepal guy, my contact in Nepal, and what he also tells about the pre-Yogi Adityanath Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, very lovely.
He says, 2 घंटे में 2 दिन में दंगे करवा देंगे. So this is a whole point. This is why Anupama Chopra and their buddies, it is part of a movie, man. It is also part of reality. And they know it. Hurts, and they know it better than us.
So, another, in the context of what you just said, as an extension, one of the most sarcastic things the character of Dowal, played by Madhavan, says is, एक कमाल है, हमने कराची में अंडरवर्ल्ड को इन्फिल्ट्रेट कर लिया और यूपी में नहीं कर पा रहे.
It is a very telling comment. It is a very telling comment.
Very nicely slipped in.
Very, very telling comment. Correct. So, सबसे ज़्यादा biggest enemies are there inside, not Pakistan.
Absolutely.
They are the enablers of Pakistan. So, it is actually quite a layered movie. And it is a very good subject for future film historians and researchers to actually, approach this movie with academic rigor and seriousness that it merits. But Dhurandhar is not yet done. We have its sequel. And he has the courage of conviction to announce the date.
Firm date, not even a month.
Yeah.
19th March 2026.
So
never been done.
Never been done.
I don't think Hindi cinema has never been done.
I
don't think even global cinema, the sequel has been announced with a firm date at the end of the first movie.
Exactly.
Exceptional.
So what he has also done on another level is that he has set a path. Aditya Dhar, this kind of commercial success at a time, let's not forget, another thing I forgot to mention. Let's not forget the doldrums that Bollywood was in before this movie came.
For years.
All big budget movies were duds.
And now people are flocking to the screens.
Yeah. So it's not that people didn't want to watch movies in theatres. You were so inept. you were so corrupt and you were so untalented so as to push off people from theaters. You make a masterpiece like this, they will come. You don't have to ask. They will come on their own.
Yeah, we've seen Bahubali succeed. We've seen other movies succeed.
Even Baramulla was a commercial success.
Yeah, Baramulla was a
Uri was also a commercial success. So movies of this kind, success of movies of this kind, like I said, is the dawn of a new era in Bollywood. All this Tare Zameen Par, Sitare Zameen Par, Kichad Kamre Mein, what is that? Jawan, Pathan, Major, General, all this Pakistan love, no?
Yeah, absolutely.
RAW and ISI are buddies. ISI is the benevolent organization working for the benefit of India. So, Lord Hanuman, Bajrang Bali, was actually Bhai Jan in a different avatar.
Yeah.
This was the narrative of perfidy that was being pushed. Bikini wearing, fornicating raw agents. This was Bollywood.
Yeah, and it.
This was what was that fancy word? Everything is a universe, no? Spy universe.
A very lame copy of the Marvel universe.
Right. So this used to be the norm. That the back of all such movies has been broken by Dhurandhar.
And come on, rank outsider, no film
By a
background,
rank
nothing.
out, absolutely no entrenched family, no patronage, nothing.
Sheer talent and conviction.
Sheer talent and conviction. So that is the other thing. I think the success of Dhurandhar would have already inspired many aspiring filmmakers, even existing established filmmakers, to make movies not exactly on these themes, but honest movies.
Yes, I think that's the point.
That do not push an agenda, any kind of agenda. So, yeah, we can go on and on, but we'll wait for Dhurandhar Part 2 and hope it exceeds Dhurandhar Part 1's stupendous success. And on that happy note and a note of utter contempt for people like Anupama Chopra and that clique of alleged film reviewers, we shall wrap up today's session.
So, like Sandeep said, we could have gone on and on, but we had to end somewhere. I think fact-based storytelling brought out in a spectacular fashion, I think perhaps is a simpler way of summing it up. And like Sandeep said, it marks a big change, and hopefully will encourage other filmmakers. So I'm hazarding a date here, Sandeep, without checking with you. So we shall be back discussing the saga or the sequel on, say, the 25th of March 2026 after the movie's release. Thank you all for joining Dharma Podcast. Thank you all for listening to us. Please like, share and subscribe to the platform and let it reach a wider audience. We shall be back with more engaging conversations. And for those of you who wish to support us, the QR code is available in the podcast. So please support us so more such content can be created. Thank you all again.